What's up, it's your girl Lady Review, back to you with another video. This video I'm making skillet potatoes. It's something that I not too long ago started making. My mom used to make them. It's such a simple recipe and everything just comes together so good. It's nothing like a lot of extra seasoning this, seasoning that. No. And I have no idea why I never really made them. I never really craved potatoes for breakfast. I always cook like eggs and grits, bacon, sausage, and that's it. Or pancakes, waffles, something like that. But these potatoes are so good. You can cook them with whatever. Dinner, lunch, whatever. Anyway, these are the ingredients. You can use russet or Idaho potatoes. It really doesn't matter as long as there are potatoes. You can even use the little round red potatoes. Who cares? Dice them up and they'll do fine as well. I use red bell pepper. I usually put both, but red bell pepper tends to bring off more flavor if you use it by itself. So, and onion, it doesn't matter if it's Vidalia. These are just regular yellow onions that I have. And I like a lot of onions. So if you like a lot of onions, use more. I'm only going to use about 2 potatoes today. But if you're making for a big family, 2 onions. If you're going to use like about 6 potatoes for a big family, you'll see these are going to make a lot of the skillet potatoes because of all the ingredients that you're going to put in there. So I may use another whole onion because I do love onions. And I'm only going to use about half of this bell pepper. So I'm not even going to, and the sausage, I only use about this much for this much right here. I cut it like around here, and I'll use about that much. I don't use that much, but if you're going to fix for a big family, you may need this whole thing. Okay, and the seasonings are just salt and pepper. Now this Himalayan sea salt, this is just a personal preference for me. I just use it to boil my potatoes because it is not in like whole form, so I'm just going to use that to put in the water for my potatoes. Now this is my first cooking video. I've never done it before, so I'm just trying this out. Then I want to try it with these skillet potatoes. And vegetable oil. You can use vegetable oil is the best oil because it kind of gives you the browning better. It's like frying these skillet potatoes, so you're going to be frying the potatoes. So vegetable oil tends to give me that crispiness. Not olive oil. You can probably use coconut oil. It'll probably work great. Peanut oil. Those kind of oils. But not olive oil. Yeah. So that's just my personal preference. If you want to use, healthier oil, go right ahead. So, and turn this around. My cast iron skillet. This is a must for your skillet potatoes. You can use any kind of skillet, but you'll see what I'm talking about when I say cast iron skillet gives you, it's already seasoned, it's been used a bunch of times, so it gives off that flavor from the other foods that's been cooked in it, and it's just tastes better. It's like a smokiness that you get from the cast iron skillet that you can't get from your ordinary skillet, and it holds heat better. So therefore you get a better browning on your potatoes. All right. I don't want this video to go long, so let me pause it right here and get to slicing and dicing. This is how I dice them up. So you want chunks like that. Show you the chunks. Like this. I like them smaller. You can make them bigger if you want. This one got a little eye on it. But yeah, if you want them a little bigger, you can have them like that. It doesn't matter how you do them because once they cook down. Because I like mine well done. Okay. Okay, guys. I have the onions and bell pepper cut up, and that was enough for me. And I have the potatoes cut up into little chunks like this. So whatever's your preference. I have them cut up in different sizes. It really doesn't matter. excuse the camera from shaking. My 5-year-old is over here on the floor messing with it. And I have the Polska kielbasa sausages. Polska kielbasas? Yeah, that's it. Alright, so those are cut up, and this is the way I cut them. And they're kind of thick too. They're not too thin. Too thin or too thick, they're perfect for me. Anyway, alright, let's get this party started. Alright, in goes the potatoes. Water and all. And all you do here is sprinkle in your salt. You can use whatever kind of salt. I just like this one. It's supposed, Himalayan pink salt is supposed to, have iron and great benefits in it. It's a lot of videos online to look. All you have to do is look up the benefits of Himalayan pink salt. And so that's what I do when I'm boiling rice or something like that. Don't put the whole thing. You can get this in a finer form as well. But they didn't have them in the finer form when I went to the store, so I just bought these kind, the whole ones. But you can also put it in a grinder and use it that way. So it doesn't matter. But this is just sea salt right here. So it's just my preference on how I like to use my Himalayan pink salt when I boil things. Don't put it in your eggs in this whole form, because you'll be munching on salt, straight salt, because it takes a lot for this to break down. So that's why I use it in boiled foods. All right, about to boil these potatoes. I'm only going to boil these potatoes for about 5 minutes, because I don't want them to break down completely. They have to still be standing up for the skillet potatoes for me to put them in the skillet and fry them. So I'm only going to boil. Some people don't boil there. Some people just put them straight in the pan. It just tastes longer. It's just what I like to do, because it gives them a softer consistency in the middle. The outside is fried a little bit and the middle is softer. That's why I boil mine first and then put them in the pan. Some people don't do it. They just, cook them in the skillet the way they are. All right. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back like I never left, but okay, it's 5 minutes up on my potatoes. They're actually still boiling back there in the back. So my skillet is hot right now. Pour a little bit of oil in there, and you'll be surprised how much oil the potatoes will soak up. So I'm going to show you how I start layering the ingredients. Cast iron skillets it's very hot. It's already hot. So, and I have it like on a low 7, I think it is, high 7 or whatever. Bring the heat up, because the skillet is going to hold the heat, and if you need to fluctuate it, bring it down a little bit. It's simple to do it. So first I start adding the onions and peppers. Add those in first. They're already hot. Then I will add the sausages in. And the potatoes are still boiling, but I'm about to take them out, turn them off, take them out. And with the potatoes, they're still a little firm, because only 5 minutes, they're still firm. So let me see if they got any give. Even if you overboil them a little bit, they got a little give to them. They give a little bit, see? So, but they're still nice and firm. Doesn't matter if you drip a little water in there, because please believe they're going to cook out, and this is starch water. So starch water thickens everything up anyway. So I'm draining as I drop. Okay. So I actually let this sit here for about a couple minutes, because it is on a high 7 right now. The skillet is. And I got my fan on, so I hope you can hear me. I got the fan over the stove, because your house is going to smell like onions and peppers for at least a day. Alright. All the potatoes are out. Now I'm going to add the salt. It's simple because it's just salt and pepper are the only real seasonings that you're going to use in this. It doesn't call for any other kind of seasoning. And not too much of that either, because you got the smoked sausages in there, so you really don't need that much. And pepper, just a little bit, just a little sprinkle. I'm not big on measuring when it comes to this kind of stuff. The only thing that I really measure out is like when I'm baking something. You have to really get those measurements down. But when it comes to just cooking, my mom didn't teach me no measurements. I'm sorry. So you just sprinkle it until it looks like that. Or however much pepper you want to use, however much salt you want to use, that's what you use. Now you may have to add a little more oil as you go, but maybe not. So right now I'm tilting the pan a little bit because my eye is not leveled. I hate these eyes. I wish I had a flat top or gas stove. I hate electric stoves. But what can you do? When you're living in an apartment, they give you that. Alright. So I'm going to lift them up a little bit. Oh, still. And you see, that's a good old onion right there, boy. So how I do this is, let me see if I need a little more oil, because I look in the bottom and I don't see enough oil on this side, so I will add just a little bit more oil. Just a little bit. I don't want to make this video too long. So I'm going to flip it, and then I'll pause the video and come back with some more stuff. But yeah, you want it to get it brown a little bit more than this, but you're going to be flipping all the way through. But cast iron skillets are really the best when it comes to cooking stuff like this. Let me put on the light so you can see it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I forget. The sun is going down here. It's like 6:30. What they say? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But yeah. So it's 6:30 at night here. I'm actually cooking this for dinner, and I'm going to pair it with some over easy eggs on top, and yeah. That's breakfast for dinner right there on a Saturday. I usually don't cook anything on Saturday, but I said I wanted to make this video, and I crave these right here. These are so good. I crave them. Seriously, they are the best. So, all right, I'm going to. Sometimes it helps to mash them a little bit, just a little bit. If you have less firm potatoes than I do, don't mash them. But I mash mine down a little bit too. Make sure the bottom layer is even. And then you can throw a top on it. So you throw the top on it, even if you don't boil your potatoes first. You throw a top on it once you get all the ingredients in the pan. And the steam helps cook down the potatoes. That's what I'm doing now to help cook down the potatoes, and also it's going to really brown on the bottom. So cover it for like 2-3 minutes and come back and flip. And it keeps down on the smell a little bit, because the smell is strong. Alright, about to take the top off. Ooh, it's stuck now. There it is. There it is. See, that's why you leave it and don't touch it. After that first flip, leave it. Don't touch it. Look at that. Don't touch it for like 2 minutes, and you get that browning on all sides of every potato in your pan. Seriously, I love those crispy bits. That's the best part of it. I'm serious. Now from here, after that first flip and then it browns like this, it's smooth sailing from there. It's going to continue to brown quicker because you have a cooked potato here. Scrape up all those good bits on the bottom. See right now, look at your potato. It's giving a little give. I'm going to cover it again. Like I said, you don't have to boil your potatoes first, because the little process that I do is just like that, maybe taking out the starch a little more or whatever, but that's the way I was taught to do it. But I have done it the other way as well, and they still taste pretty much the same. It's just a little soft on the inside when you boil them, and less cooking time if you boil them versus less frying time as well. So because you don't have to wait for the potatoes to soften up. But get you a cast iron skillet. We have two. We have one this size and one much bigger, and they last for years and years and years and years. I never knew that they lasted that long, but they really do. All you have to do is keep them oiled up, and they would last a lifetime. You can pass it down generation to generation. So and they don't cost that much either. I mean, you can go to one of the we got these from the kitchen, what is it called? Kitchen something. Town over from us. We got it from, it had a little strip mall, and it had the kitchen place where everything is like chef knives and plates and all kind of gadgets for the kitchen and everything. All right, take the top off. And they were a wonderful investment, especially for stuff like this. See, I like mine like that, burnt. That's why my skillet is up high. If you don't like yours burnt like that, then that's your preference. And I don't know what's wrong with you, but yeah. See, some people do their skillet potatoes. That's probably why I haven't had them in a while, because I never had them like this, and I just didn't. It kind of turned me off. I think when I had them from somewhere else, it's kind of bland. Like I said, my mom used to fix them. She used to get a little burnt on them, but not as much. And she only used onions and potatoes, and that's it. I've never had them with the sausage and the peppers and all that. But they are so much better this way, and with the over easy egg on top, ketchup, anything else that you want to throw in that bowl. People put cheese on theirs as well. I don't. Because you'd be surprised how much sodium is in cheese. My goodness. Yeah. So these right here can stand alone by themselves. But I'm going to cook them a little more. And the potatoes are perfect. They're perfect. They're the perfect consistency. See? They can mash. You can mash these potatoes or anything. But they're still holding up to this right here. So yeah, I wanted to make this video to show you all how to make skillet potatoes, because, you know, you have people coming over, spending the night, and, you know, guests coming over to your home, and this is a perfect hangover meal too as well. Because these right here will stick to you. But if you have guests coming over, get up in the morning and put these on, they're going to wake up. Put these on with a big pan of thick cut bacon, eggs, grits. This, oh my goodness, they're not going to want lunch. They're barely going to want dinner, because this right here will stick with you all day long. It's a big pan of these, and it's on and popping. Okay, I'm a country girl from Mississippi, so I know how to make meals to stick to your bones. That's for sure. So these are great. These are actually looking perfect. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and let me know if you want me to make more videos of country style cooking, because I'm thinking about making hot water cornbread for you all. A lot of people don't know about hot water cornbread, and if you want me to make the video, I'll show you how to make it. It's better, actually better than regular cornbread. So see those potatoes, yummers. Focus, focus, focus. See all the sausages and stuff. It's gonna be really good with the eggs. Yep, like I said, it's 6:30 at night, and I'm about to have me some breakfast for dinner. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Y'all have a good night. Deuces.